What's up, everybody? What is going on? What is good? What is good? All right. So it's been a minute since I done did the live thing, but this is a segment of sports talk. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the NFL and basketball. But it's NFL season right now, which I'm most excited about. I played football all my life. As you can see, I'm a Bears fan. Let's go Bears. Speaking of them Bears, right? Speaking of them Bears, we did pull out a win over the weekend. Sunday, we did pull out a win. Let's go, Chicago. The Bears, bear down. We played against the Houston Texans. Final score of 23-20. And it wasn't the most prettiest win, but what do we always say? A W is a W. So with that being said, we will take it. I think our record now is 2-1. It's just the beginning. We just 3 games in, but it's a good start. Just to talk about the game a little bit, it was a little ugly. It wasn't pretty. I was nervous the whole time watching it. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I will say that we did run the ball pretty good. We ran the ball pretty well. That was a good thing to see. But we got so caught up in the run. Where was the passing? We have to get Justin Fields passing the ball more. And Justin Fields got to make better decisions with the ball. I still think he got potential. He's still gonna do well, but he gotta be better than that. Because when we're running the ball well like that, if we can, get some good passing, get the passing game going, it will throw the defense off. The problem is with the Bears, we can never run the ball good and pass the ball good at the same time. So defensive, the defense, they always figure out what we're gonna do next. We're very predictable offense. And that's something got to work on. That starts with the coaching and starts with Justin Fields. I need you to be more accurate, Justin. But we still believe in you, rooting for you. You know what I mean? Keep learning. You young. Keep learning. Keep playing. Keep growing. But at the end of the day, you prevailed. You kept going. You didn't give up, and we came out with that W, baby. Make the Bears 2-1. Yeah, it was against the Houston Texans. So what? So what? We won. Take it as that. Shit. What do I need to adjust? What's going on? Or are you talking about the game? Was it shut down in the game? I got what you're saying. Quick adjustment, we shut down. You're absolutely right. It happens every week. Quick adjustment, and we are shut down. But that's why we are a one-sided team, and we got to get better at that. But the Bears, we are 2-1 to start the season. So every week I'm going to talk about the Bears, because that's what I root for. We not here to start no trouble. We just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. We got to get back to those days, man. We got to get back. Now we got to get back to, man, we got to get back to the Super Bowl. We got to get back to the Super Bowl. And so I will mention this. I am happy that my Bears won. So I'm good to go on that. Another team that I'm only going to briefly mention is because my closest friends and my wife are all fans of this team. And it's the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, it's the Cowboys. Now, I don't got nothing personal against Cowboys. I don't mind the Cowboys at all. I actually like Dak Prescott, but he's hurt, and he hasn't been playing up to all that money they gave him. And you have this backup quarterback who Jerry Jones is talking about may need to be the starter even once Dak is back, which I know is trash. Doesn't mean that. Can't be. You pay. You're not going to pay Dak 150, 60, 70 million dollars to sit the bench. You're not going to do that. I don't care how good your backup is playing. If so, you'll have to trade him, and that's not going to happen. But I will say this. We 2-1. And the Cowboys are not. The Cowboys are not 2-1. We are. So let's do a rundown right quick. Let's do a rundown of week 3. I'm sorry, my bad. Week 3. Let's do a rundown of week 3. Well, speaking actually, the Cowboys, they're 1-1. The Cowboys actually play tonight. They play against the New York Giants. And my prediction is the New York Giants are going to win. I don't know what's going on with the Giants this year so far, but they are 2-0 right now. They've been playing well. They're actually looking pretty good. It's the beginning of the season. We can't tell. We don't know. But it is fun. They are fun to watch at the moment. They play Dallas tonight. It's Monday night. Actually, that game will be coming on very soon. And I will be watching that game. Like I said, my closest friends and my wife is a Cowboy fan, so I like to root them on anyways. I used to be a Ezekiel Elliott fan too, but I don't really too much care for the Cowboys anymore. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I just don't really care for them. I'm a Bears fan. But they play New York tonight. Dallas fan, count your numbers. I think New York is going to get the best of you tonight. I'm sorry to say it, but New York will win by at least 2 scores. That's what I'm saying. But to recap some of the other games on week 3, Pittsburgh played Cleveland. Cleveland won 29-17. I did watch some of that game also. I actually thought Pittsburgh was going to pull it off at first, but no. Cleveland just all of a sudden started dominating the game. Pittsburgh quarterback is Mitch Trubisky, which is our ex-Bears quarterback. Nothing but the best for him, but, he's still showing some of the same things we recognized in Chicago. Who else we had? The Las Vegas Raiders played the Tennessee Titans, which I thought it was going to be a good game. The final score was 24-22. If I had to put my bet on it before the game started, I would have bet on the Tennessee Titans. It's interesting to see, though, that the Oakland Raiders are the only 0-3 team right now in the NFL, which is strange, and it's not really sitting right because before the season started, I thought the Raiders were actually going to do pretty well after picking up Devontae Adams. But I guess they still gotta, get that connection with each other, even though they played college ball together, if I'm correct. But I wasn't seeing them going 0-3. Kansas City and Indianapolis. Oh man, so Indianapolis Colts with the quarterback Matt Ryan beat the Chiefs 20-17. I still, with the Chiefs having Patrick Mahomes, I cannot bet against Patrick Mahomes, boy. As great Uncle Shannon Sharp would say. I like to listen to Shannon Sharp. He's one of my favorite sportscasters now. Unc. But I just can't bet. I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I did not see the Colts beating Kansas City, but any given Sunday, anything can happen. So that's the beauty about football and why I love it so much. Let's see. A division rivalry. We had the Detroit versus Minnesota. If I would have to pick between these two before the game started, I would have went with Minnesota, and Minnesota came out with the W. Final score was 28-24. Minnesota is actually a pretty good team, and I'm thinking they're actually going to do some damage this year, which I hate to say because, it goes against my Bears, but Minnesota looked good this year. We're going to have to really do something if we want to, take the division from them. That's going to be rough. Who else played? Miami and Buffalo. Now, Miami won this game, 21-19. But I have the Buffalo Bills as the best team in football right now. Yes, they did lose to a very good team of the Miami Dolphins, which is actually, Tua is looking amazing. He almost has 1,000 yards in 3 games, which is crazy. And Josh Allen has over 1,000 yards in 3 games, which is just crazy. It's 3 games. But I have Buffalo being the best team in NFL right now, even though they lost. We will see. It's still early. We have many more games to play. But I'm telling you, the Bills is going to be a team to watch all year round. I do expect them to finally get over that hump and go to the Super Bowl this year. That's just my opinion. We had the Baltimore play New England. Baltimore won 37-26. Lamar Jackson, they need to pay that boy. They still ain't get that man his money. He's a proven quarterback. I don't know what else you want from him. You might not like his playing style, but he's been MVP. He wins games. What else do you want from a quarterback? So he will win you games for sure. We had Cincinnati at New York Jets. Cincinnati won 27-12. The Jets was actually on a little bit of a roll this season from what well, they're 1-2. They're 1-2 now. But New York Jets. When's the last time I really heard the New York Jets even doing something? Cincinnati, they were in the Super Bowl last year. Oh, Playboy Joe. Joe Burrow. I like him. He's a solid quarterback. He's still playing hurt. I'm not sure. Is Joe Burrow still playing hurt? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to look into that. Now, here's a team that is shocking me. And Skip barely seen it coming, but I didn't. But it's the Philadelphia Eagles. That boy Jalen Hurts is out here balling. Almost got 1,000 passing yards in 3 games. They played against the Washington Commanders. They won 24-8. Philly is looking good right now. If I'm correct, they 3-0. Philly's 3-0, right? Is Philly 3-0? Let me verify. Philly is 3-0. Yes. It's early in the season. The season has just begun. We're only 3 games in. But them Eagles look serious. Time will tell. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Carolina 22, New Orleans 14. I really don't know too much going on with them right now. I know Baker Mayfield's the starting quarterback for the Panthers. New Orleans, what's going on in New Orleans? I'm not quite sure. We had the Los Angeles Rams at Arizona Cardinals, which will always be a good matchup with the way the two teams are constructed at the moment. But if I had to pick between the two, I would have picked the Los Angeles Rams just because, they're reigning Super Bowl champs. They got Matt Stafford. The pickup of Allen Robinson. I don't think he's really doing too much yet, but he will get into the groove. Ex-Bear Allen Robinson, he will get into the groove. Arizona, Kyler Murray. That boy is a beast. Say what you want about Kyler Murray. The boy is a beast. I mess with Kyler Murray. I like the game. And then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who was at the Los Angeles Chargers. Woo! Let's see, the Chargers are 2-1 right now. Okay. And the Jaguars, what's the Jaguars record? The Jaguars are 2-1 also, which is a shocker. I do believe that the Los Angeles Chargers will do something this year. As long as their quarterback can stay healthy, Justin Herbert, I think they will continue to do something. Jacksonville going 2-1, never seen that coming. I don't even know who their quarterback is. I'm going to look that up and see what's going on. I don't know. I don't know nobody from Jacksonville Jaguars, actually. I know they got that quarterback that reminds me of Sunshine on Remember the Titans. And they running back, James Robinson, which is from my hometown, So I do know them. I don't know him personally. I know some of his family members though, but I don't know him personally. But James Robinson getting it in from my home city. If you want to know, look him up and then you'll figure it out. Who else we got? Atlanta Falcons versus Seattle Seahawks. 27-23. Wasn't a game I was excited about. Don't know too much about it, but I'm pretty sure Seattle fans and Atlanta fans were happy. It looked like it was a pretty good game. Close, 27-23. Then we had Green Bay versus Tampa Bay. We got Goat Brady versus Baby Goat Rodgers. And I hate Green Bay. That's easy to figure out. You see what I'm wearing. You see what I'm rocking. You know who I root for. The Bears. You already know I hate Green Bay. It's you can't like the Bears and like Green Bay. If you like the Bears, you hate Green Bay. That's just you can't be a Bear fan unless you do. So that's settled. I'm glad I don't have to explain that too much. I'm glad we have a clear understanding that I don't like Green Bay and the reason why. But I do like Aaron Rodgers, even though he's the reason for a lot of my team sadness. They beat the Buccaneers 14-12. I wish that Tom Brady and crew would have pulled this one off because I'd rather see Tom Brady win over Aaron Rodgers because I need the Green Bay Packers to continue to lose so we can take the division. Because right now, we are all tied 2-1, except for Detroit, which is only 1-2. So that can change at any given moment between Minnesota, Green Bay, and Chicago. 2-1 teams. We need to we going to the playoffs this year. It might not look pretty, but we're going to the playoffs. And the final game of week 3 would be we had the San Francisco at Denver Broncos, the 49ers and the Broncos. Final score 10-11. So this must have been an ugly game because it was a low-scoring game. Denver, I thought Denver was going to do better now with Russell Wilson, but it seems like they're still struggling a little bit. The 49ers with Jimmy G, because Trey Lance is hurt, so they got good old Jimmy G, who, probably figured his day was going to come back anyway, so he took that deal to be the backup. Now he right back being a starter again. But San Francisco, y'all starting off week 3. You're 1-2. You're 1-2. You gotta pick it up. You gotta pick it up, San Fran. Denver Broncos, gotta step it up. I like Russell Wilson. So if I was to root for the Denver Broncos, it'd be because of him. Russell Wilson. So far, let's do a rundown. We're looking at the NFC. As far as the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles are in the lead right now in their division, 3-0 with the record 3-0. You have the NFC North, which is our division. Minnesota's at the top, but we are all tied 2-1, except for Detroit. You look at NFC South, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the lead of their division at 2-1 record. And you look at the NFC West, you have the Los Angeles Rams at the top, 2-1. With San Francisco, Arizona, and Seattle all being 1-2. So now let's move over to the AFC. So with the AFC, which is a fun AFC East, which is looking fun at the moment with the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Miami is on top of that right now, 3-0 record, with Buffalo being 2-1. But like I said, I believe Buffalo is the best team in football at the moment. We go down to the AFC North. We got the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh at 1-2. Cleveland and Baltimore at 2-1. I do think Baltimore will have a better record than Cleveland by the time the season's over with. Cleveland is still waiting for Deshaun Watson to come back, which will not be until the end of the year. Later on in the year, he's serving that suspension. Let's go down to the AFC South. You have Jacksonville on top. 2-1 with the Colts, Tennessee, and Houston. Down bottom, the Colts is 1-1. Tennessee 1-2. Houston 2 and a tie. That's all bad. You got 2 losses and a tie. I guess that tie is better than being 0-3 like the Raiders, because if it came down to it, that tie will trump over that loss. And then in the AFC West, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, the Denver Broncos, the Chargers, and the 0-3 Raiders. Kansas City is leading this division right now 2-1, but Denver is tied up with them at 2-1, but the Chargers being 1-2. Now, I will say I think this division is going to be tough. It doesn't look good right now, but I'm guaranteed the Raiders are not going to continue to lose throughout the season. They will become in competition. Take my word for it. The Raiders will start winning and start becoming a competition in that division. So between Kansas City, Denver, and the Chargers, and the Raiders, it will become more competitive. Kansas City is just not gonna top that division with easy. It's not gonna happen that way. It's gonna be a little bit of a battle. It doesn't seem like it right now, but as the season progresses, It will happen. So I will end week 3 by saying, go Bears. Let's go. We are 2-1, and we going to the playoffs this year. Mark my word for it. Let's take a look at week 4. Let's see what predictions we can get in for week 4 right quick. So for week 4, we have the Miami Dolphins at the Bengals. Miami's a hot team, so I gotta go with Miami. I'm going with Miami on that one. Then we have Minnesota at New Orleans. Let's see. I am gonna take Minnesota. We have the Washington Commanders at the Dallas Cowboys. I guess I go Cowboys. I guess. Then we got the Cleveland Browns and Atlanta Falcons. The Browns gonna win that one. Then we have Seattle at Detroit. Give me Detroit on this one. Yeah, I said it. Detroit over Seattle. Then we got the Titans over the Colts. Woo. Give me the Titans, even though the Colts might have an upset on them. But give me the Titans. Then we have Jacksonville at Philly. Philadelphia, I told you, they're a hot team right now. Jalen Hurts is leading that team, and they playing to his strengths. That's a hot team. I have to go with Philly over Jacksonville. Then we got Chicago and New York. You know I'm going for the Bears. I don't care how good the Giants may seem at the moment. Going for the Bears. You got New York Jets at Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Steelers. Just because Mike Tomlin, he's just, Jets, I don't have any faith in the Jets. I don't know about the Jets. What's going on over there? I don't know. I heard anything about the Jets. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. Whoa. Now this is going to be a good game right here in week 4. Buffalo versus the Baltimore Ravens. But like I said, I believe Buffalo is the best team in NFL right now. Best team in football. I'm going to have to go for the Bills. But this should be a high-scoring game. I believe the Bills and the Ravens will be a high-scoring game. Then you have Houston at the Texans at the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. They're going, that defense, boy, that Chargers defense, boy, they got some people over there. Then we got Carolina and the Cardinals. Give me Arizona. Like I told you, Kyler Murray was a bad boy, and I don't see the Panthers doing nothing to stop him. New England and Green Bay. I think Mac Jones is hurt, right? Mac Jones is hurt, right? If Mac Jones is hurt, I'm going to take Green Bay. But if Mac Jones is playing, I'm going to take New England because I want the Green Bay to lose. But if I'm going to give my, consumer professional opinion, that doesn't make sense. I will go with Green Bay. But if Mac Jones is playing, give me New England. Then we have Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders. Mark my word for this. This will be the Raiders' first win of the season. The Raiders will beat the Denver Broncos and claim their first win of the season. Ooh, then we have Kansas City at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know how this goes. This is always a fun game to watch. We know what happened was it last year before, KC and Tampa Bay. Should be fun. But I'm going with Kansas City. In the words of Skip Bayless, he would not go against Tom Brady. But I ain't Skip. I'm more like Shannon. Give me my homeboy. I feel you, we're going with my homeboy. Use me. Let's go. So, final game, we have the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers. San Francisco 49ers. The Rams is 2-1. Niners are 1-2. Give me the 49ers on this one. I think they're going to upset the Rams. I think they're going to pull it off. Like I said, the Rams, they are going to go deep this year, but I think in game 4, the 49ers will prevail, pull this off. So that is my predictions for Sports Talk NFL season week 3. We are getting ready to finish up week 3 with the Cowboys playing tonight against the Giants. And then week 4, we're going to see what's going on. Let's take before we leave, let's take a quick look at some stats right quick. So, as far as the week 3, This is just week 3. The week 3 leaders so far is Josh Allen with 400 yards as far as passing goes. Jameis Winston at 353 yards, and Jalen Hurts at 340. Those are your top 3. Then we have for rushing, we got Herbert with the Bears, 157 yards. Patterson at the Falcons, 141. And Nick Chubb, Cleveland with 113. Receiving yards, you got Smith over at Philly, which makes sense being that Jalen Hurts is number 3. You got Hollins for the Raiders and Parker for the Patriots. Woo, defense, my boy Raekwon Smith. Let's go. That boy was showing out. Y'all didn't see that game. That boy was showing out. So let's go into the season leaders. So as of now, season leaders, as far as passing goes, Josh Allen, a bad boy. Right now, within 3 weeks, he has 1,014 passing yards. Coming right behind him is Tua at 925. And then you have Jalen Hurts at 916. Fourth, you have Justin Herbert at 910. And then you got Joe Flacco, who plays for the Jets, at 901 yards already in 3 weeks. Get it? Tell me about something. For rushing, you got Chubbs, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns. Patterson in Atlanta, 302 yards with 2 touchdowns. Taylor over at the Colts, 286 with 1 touchdown. Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers is in 4th with 243, but check this out. Season leaders rushing, number 5, is Lamar Jackson, the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, with 243 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let's go to receiving because receiving is another popular category. Number 1 right now, we got Stephon Diggs with 344 yards. We got Waddle over in Miami with 342. And then his teammate, Tyreek Hill, at 317. We got Brown for the Eagles in 4th with 309. And Sutton with the Broncos at 291. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to get ready for week 4. Let's go Bears. You know what it is. We are going to eventually play better. Justin Fields is going to play better. He's going to get better every week, I tell you. He's still young. He's still learning, but he will get better every week. Just got to throw the ball a little bit better. Pay attention more to what you're doing, and you'll be all right, young fella. But let's go. That is NFL Week 3. Small little recap. I'm not going to really talk about the Bears because that's what I root for, but I will go through quickly with the other teams, see what their scores was and what was going on. Thank you for tuning in, man. I'm out of here.